All right, I think I am live. I feel like whenever I use this platform, because I use like a third party streaming thing, it's always me trying to figure you out for like the first 10 minutes. So, hello, very last minute live. So hopefully everything is working well, and I hope you're doing good. Today is a random Wednesday evening, and I had a puzzle that was on my to-do list that I got from the gumball machine. I thought, why not start it with you guys? So it's a 3D puzzle from Eurographics called Bookshop, and I'm gonna let you guys get settled in. I did post it over on the Facebook group just like 2 seconds ago, so it might be a smaller group, but I'm happy you're here. If you send me messages, it does take me a couple minutes to see them on my end, so not ignoring you, but feel free to say, oh, hi, hello. Yay, okay, people are coming in. I can't see the actual like number on this platform, so hopefully it's all working great. But I'll give you a couple minutes as I get settled. Oh, yay, we have some people here. If you're puzzling, awesome. If you just want to ask questions, cool. This is very chill, casual conversation. No thought went into this other than I wanted to puzzle and thought doing a live with you would be great. I had planned to have a video go live today, but I had the last puzzle I did, which was the Ravensburger. It took a little bit longer than I was expecting. Although I knew that it was going to take me longer, but it meant that like I didn't have the video ready. But I'll edit it today and tomorrow, and then hopefully it should be up probably Friday. So I didn't want to have that long of a break in between videos. So here we are with a live. Anyways, if you hear, oh good, okay. The comments are coming in chunks. But what was your favorite and least favorite puzzle from nationals? Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like in general, I wasn't as up to speed of what puzzles they're launching for the different rounds because the live stream was going, but I was also working the booth at Puzzle Warehouse, so I didn't get to see a lot of it. But I do think my favorite puzzle was the one I got for individuals. I really liked it. Do I have it right here? It was oh, here it is. Oops, sorry. It is this one. I really like this one. I like the different layers, super fun. To be honest, not too many of the ones for competition were ones that I would like purchase, But this one I do really like, and it is Rolling Hills. So that one was definitely my favorite. As far as least favorite, probably the one that my team got for our final, which was the really dark red theater. It was like a haunted theater, almost like it could be a part of like the Abandoned series. The issue that we had with it is that the coloring of the puzzle was so different than the box. Like there'd be like a hot pink section in the pieces, but there's nothing hot pink in the box. And then everything was just like super dark and like the colors are wrong. So easily my least favorite, to be honest. So there's my answer. But that was a good question. Anyway, today has been an interesting day. I was not expecting, we had a call for Puzzle Warehouse, which I get every Wednesday. It's like a marketing meeting. And normally it's only like maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Occasionally it like run over. We were on our call for 3.5 hours. So after that, I was just like, my day's done. But it was a good call. Anyway, let's get into what I came here, I guess, to talk about. Although I'm realizing now I did not bring scissors up here. So I'm gonna have to stop on this thing, but I got a traveling puzzle today. Like a traveling puzzle that I'm gonna do, not a traveling puzzle that I've sent out. Which I think there's a couple of my traveling puzzles that are almost done and they're gonna come back to me, which I'm just excited to see them after so long. Because some of these puzzles have been out for a couple years at this point. So I'm excited to see the condition of the puzzles after being done by like 30 plus people, But I'm going to try to open this up without scissors. I'm sorry if if the noise isn't great. Oh, good. There wasn't as much tape as I was expecting. Also, did anyone else just notice that Blue Kazoo has like stopped their website, which is so sad. That's the one that had the Richard Scary puzzle, which is currently a traveling puzzle. And I had someone ask if they could buy it, and I was like, oh, sorry, like that's a traveling puzzle. But I was so sad that I saw. I'm not surprised because I feel like they were always doing like really deep discounts, and they're kind of an expensive brand. So maybe they just couldn't. I don't know. It's very sad, but I did love their quality. Like that was a beautiful brand, and they just disappeared. So maybe it's just like a glitch, and they'll come back or they're relaunching something. But I love that Richard Scarry puzzle. Sorry, this is taking way longer. I should have just grabbed scissors. I'm just curious to see what this one is because whenever there's a traveling puzzle, I get them from the USA Jigsaw National newsletters. I do it so far, like I probably requested it a year ago, and no idea what it is. So I'm just like, hey, it's your turn. So, hold on. I need to do this. I was not prepared. Sorry. That's one of the things about live. This is live on YouTube. Usually I've been doing my live a lot on Patreon, and it's a much smaller group over there. Oh my gosh. I lied about them not having live tape. There's so much tape on this thing. Okay. Almost there, I promise. I just want to see what the images are. And now I feel like I'm too deep into it. Anyways, how y'all doing? Got it? Can we open it now? Yes, okay. Oh, hi! You got a Spazoid penny, by the way. So sorry in advance. But, ooh, what is this? What is this? I don't know. It came with the box. Usually it doesn't come with the box. It is a 1,000 piece puzzle. And it's called Tessellate. 1,000 piece puzzle. Puzzle Love. Designed by Brooklyn. What is this brand? Sorry. Here it is. It's cute, whatever it is. I don't sign up for a lot of them that they do in the different things, but it's very cute and like geometric. Is it wooden? Is that what's happening? Oh my gosh, I love the packaging. Like, I have never heard of this brand, have you? Here's the branding if you know of it. I'm just curious about it. I probably just asked for it because I've never heard of the brand. It says Puzzle Love. Oh, maybe that's the brand. Puzzle Love. Designed in Brooklyn. Was created for lovers of puzzles. We know the joy that comes with completing a beautiful puzzle. See them all at mypuzzlelove.com. Okay, but then I think it must be called Tessellate. I don't know. But let's just see. Oh, I love the branding so much. Like, look how cute that is. It says, eventually all the pieces fall into place. How to love your puzzle. After turning over all the puzzle pieces, group similar looking pieces together. Remember to always complete the puzzle edges first. Enjoy. Oh my goodness. And then it has just like a little thing. Oh, the different images. Oh, cute. There's some really good ones. I don't know if this brand is still in existence. Like, I've never heard of this brand. I'm just curious to see what they are. Ooh, the pieces look nice. They almost feel like a Galison puzzle piece. They are shiny like an Ebu. So they are random cut too. Do you want to see a full video of this brand? Because I've never heard of them whatsoever. But I have to do it soon because it's one that was it's a traveling puzzle, which is kind of fun. I'm always curious to see also where I land in the list. So there's that. It has a cute little bag too. Like, I like that they included everything and it wasn't just like the baggie of pieces, you know. Let's see, this one. This is what it looks like if you get it from the USA JPI. Oh, I'm the last person. I'm the last person with the list. That's happened a few times. I think it's mostly because I live near Yvonne. Fun. So there's been 25 people before me, and I'm the last person to do it. And there's 4 missing pieces. Why would they continue it on if it has 4 missing pieces? Anyways, that's a bummer. It started off with 2 missing pieces from Lindsay, like the first person who did it. Hi. Sorry, just got a random message. Hello. And then instantly there was another piece missing. And then by the 10th person, there's been 4 pieces missing. Why wouldn't you let them know? Like, I wish I had known like 4 pieces were missing. Like, it's fine, I'll still do it just because I'm curious about the brand. But that's kind of a bummer, you know. But the fact that there's 2 pieces missing at the very beginning, I'm very curious about what's going on with this puzzle. Anyways, I'm still excited to try it. I know. I'm like, I wish they had told me, like, hey, by the way, there's 4 pieces missing. Do you want to still send it to you? It's fine. I'm not salty. I will still do it just to try it out, but that's sad. It does look cute. I mean, packaging is super cute too. So this is like a brand I'm like, do I want to get like a fresh one and see what it's like? I'll still do it though. Anyway, also curious. I just want to like look it up now. Anyways, the brand is Puzzle Love, and I like the image. Like I can definitely tell I'd start with like this. So there's that. Anyways, the reason that we are here today, well, hi, I just want to say hello. Is I have this 3D puzzle that I don't want to do a standalone video for because I have done several 3D puzzles on my channel before and they do not do well. Like they're like a quarter of the normal views. And so I was like, I really don't want to do a standalone video, but people have requested it. And that's like 3 people. So I'm like, you know what? I'll at least do it on the live stream. So that way if they are curious about it, they can still search for it on my channel. And it's this guy. So it's the 3D bookshop from Eurographics. It's super cute. I have done several of these 3D ones before from them, and they are very fun where it's actually like cardboard pieces and then you use like a tape situation to then build the 3D structure. So it is a cute idea and it does do well at like standing upright. So I have done one of their Halloween ones and I did their Christmas ones, and now they have a bookshop, which I think is super cute. I don't know where I would display it in my room, maybe on like on top of a bookshelf or something. Not sure how tall it will be, but it's a cool concept. I don't know if there's an artist on here at all. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. Doesn't mean there isn't one because Eurographics sometimes don't include it on the box. So we'll see. Once I start building, I'm going to switch you to that camera. That way you can see me building it. But I think it'll be fun. So let me switch you around so that way you can see what I'm looking at. I don't need the box, I don't think. Let me see. Go here. Boop. There we go. And I'm going to move this back. So feel free again to ask questions about anything. It doesn't have to be puzzle related. Okay. So here is what it looks like. It comes with bags for the sections. So we have at least 6 different, 7, 8 sections to do. And then each one is probably going to be between like 40 pieces to like 300 pieces. So we might be here a bit for some of the larger sections. There usually is a book. Yes, there is a book to give you the information of how to build it. So for this one, there are 8 sections. And I think on the book it tells you how many pieces there are, right? Yeah. So the first section is actually 368 pieces. So maybe we'll not start with this one because that's the base of it. And that would take me a while for you guys to watch. So we might skip back one just for the video, but I'll still build the full thing and probably put it as like a story or something. I just don't want to be here for like 3 hours. But here's what it looks like. You would build it. And this one is, again, the base layer. So this is the ground. And so you can see like the interior of the different rooms. So we have like this one with a little, hold on, let me get you closer. So you can see the different like interior rooms of the bookshop. And then we have like an outdoor picnic situation, and then looks like some greenery and such. So that's what the bottom looks like. And then once you do it, you're supposed to flip them all over, and then you put the tape stuff on, like the sticky stuff. It's almost like a tacky tape. And so that way you can insert all the different parts. It'll make sense once I start building it. Again, I don't know how I'll do part 1 today, but we will start with part 2 because that's a much smaller bag of pieces. So this one here, it is 100 pieces. And it looks like we're doing the front of the bookshop. So that looks super cute. Let's just do it. And then if you want to see the other things that are in here, each of these papers also has a number. I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen, but it has number 1. So this is like the sticker that you'd put with this bag. And we'll hope maybe build it later, but I just wanted to at least start the pieces with you guys today. And I'll put this, I guess, here. And now you get to puzzle. So if anyone else is puzzling, I'd love to know what you're working on. I've done several 1,000 piece puzzles this week because I was trying to get caught up with the gumball machine, but also work stuff. Like all of a sudden, I came back from nationals, and I was so overwhelmed with how much stuff I had to do. So I did 4 1,000 piece puzzles this past week, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my work shelf. And then 1 left from the gumball machine, plus this bookshop one. So still got a lot of puzzles. Hi, Stacy. But and I think eventually I have to get my the charger for my computer. But I'm just gonna start doing this, and we can hang out together. But Nationals was super fun. I feel like I hit a wall this year, though, where I really wasn't there for the puzzling. I wasn't there for the speed puzzling anyways. I was there for everything else. The speed puzzling is still super fun, still very impressive, how much it's grown. But there are so many other things to do. I was much more drawn to the other stuff that was happening than the speed puzzling. So it was fun to watch, of course, but it was just fun to also hang out with people and hang out with brands. And I got to hang out with Brian and Susan, who, they're my bosses. So I was able to hang out with them and hang out with people I know. And I met so many subscribers, which was so fun. So it was just all around good time. And, can't really complain. It was a good time. I am realizing now, though, that my summer, I have a couple months from here until June where I'm not traveling, but then this summer is kind of wild. And I feel like it just hit me today when I was talking to Dave about it, because I have these 2 months where I'm not traveling, but then I have, sorry, I'm distracted by pieces. I have the half marathon in LA. That'll be beginning mid-June, June 9th or something like that. And then after that, I have my trip to Maine. So we're going to Maine for 2 weeks in June. We come back July 3rd, I think. It's right before 4th of July. And then I'm only home for a week, and then I'm gone to St. Louis for Puzzlepalooza. I come back for, I think, 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'm going down to Portland for Portland Jigsaw Masters. So it's just going to be a busy summer. Not complaining. It's going to be super fun. It's just going to be, a lot of travel. So there's that. That's my plans for the next little bit. I feel like I can't find this piece. I don't know. We'll move on. Anyways, let's see. That's the general talk going around. Lots just enjoyed the fun and not, yeah. There's a lot of people who weren't there for the speed puzzling. It was just fun there's just so much to do this time around. I think when it's the one where they joined up with the Awesome Con, it doesn't have the same vibe as when it's all puzzles. There's just so much to do with the panelists and the vendors are specifically puzzle related, you know, and you have the other competitions in the Cobble Hill room in the casual puzzling area, which I didn't even hang out in. Like, there was just so much to do. There was almost too much to do, but it was so much fun. Like, it's such a good time. I think I'm. And also, I feel like there's a lot of puzzles I just didn't vibe with as far as the speed puzzling puzzles. But I don't know. Maybe I did so many Ravensburgers that I'm also like itching to do other brands. And that's also something I love. Like I love trying new brands. I know some people like are diehards for a specific one, but you know, there's so many other new brands like that one that I just discovered. I didn't even know that brand existed. So let me see. This one? I think I've tried so many of them. No, this one? Yay! And also, as I'm back, I'm realizing I have to do the next, for the Facebook group, I do different challenges, and I'm very much behind in the spring one. So I need to do the spring one because it's already, what's today, April something? April 8th. This year is flying by. Holy smokes. Like, I feel like it was just, me and Dave were just talking. I can't believe that, well, it's weird because it feels like it's flying by, but also I can't believe our, like, Mexican cruise was like a month and a half ago. It seems like it's been so much longer, but anyways, let's see. How do you get involved in a traveling puzzle website or something? If you are part of the USA JPA or USA Jigsaw Puzzle Association, if you join as a member, I think it's like $20 for the year or something like that. They send out emails, newsletters. I think they do it twice a month, 2 to 3 times a month. And usually there's a whole list of different traveling puzzles you can sign up for, and they go very quickly. Like they said, sometimes they go in like 30 minutes to fill up the slots. So if you see them on their emails, like you have to be pretty speedy about it. But they have new emails like all the time for usually like 3 or 4 different traveling sets in every single one. So that's how you can sign up for them. I have them over on the Facebook group I'm in on occasion. I think we have, like 12 different ones going at the moment. So, and those ones I just post, and usually if you see like the tagged posts on the featured section, that's usually where you can find them if there's still spots open. I did recently do the one for, the Australian puzzles. I haven't sent out the email though about the people who had signed up because that one is full, but I feel like I'm just behind in everything. That's just how it is right now. So I'm doing the edges. Oh, and then it's just the top. I'm so just distracted by all the things in this puzzle right now. Like, what do I want to do? That's that one. I know some of these pieces have like very interesting edges because they're like connecting to another thing, you know? This one. Stuff on that one. I think I'm going to need a sip of water in a second. Oh, and then this is flowers. Oh, it's a cute little building. I don't know if that's right. Same. There's a couple that I'm unsure of, but we'll continue on. That might just be a me problem. Hello. Okay, nice. Well, I'm glad you made it. Very last minute. I'm never the best at planning them out for lives. I kind of just like do them when I feel like it. But, you know, if you can catch one, it's fun to do. Let's see. This one. So nothing was out of place. Like there's no false fits. I think it was just me not realizing that it was the right fit. There we go. I do think I appreciate though, right now it's kind of like the calm before having to do more speed puzzling practice. You know, because I still have, 3 different speed puzzling competitions this year. So I still need to I just don't want to be the last person. That's always just my goal. And people are so speedy nowadays. It's wild. So at this point, I just say I'm participating, but I'm not much of a threat. Although the one so I'm doing the half marathon in June. And I'm excited for that because it's a 12-hour speed puzzling challenge. And I think there's forget the amount. I think it's 12 puzzles and you have to do them in order. And there's a bunch of different piece counts. Like you can do a 300 to 1,000 piece puzzle. It's very different and I'm excited for it. But it's all about endurance and it will be an interesting time. But I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. It'll definitely be easier than they had the full marathon, which is if you did a 24-hour speed puzzling challenge, which is crazy. I'm working on a dukkha. Okay, entering the bedroom. It's a beautiful puzzle, but difficult. Ooh, okay. I feel like a dukkha tends to have a lot of false fits for me, or just looser fit. You can't really move a couple pieces at a time. At least the ones I've done. But I'm curious of how it's going for you because that has been my experience. I've done several from them. And before anyone says it, yes, it's called a dukkha. They are a Spanish brand, and that's how they pronounce it. And then me and the ambassadors to Puzzle Warehouse, we're going to be doing a live of often puzzle brands and how you pronounce them because there's so many that they're just interesting names that are easy to either mispronounce or everyone has their own pronunciation. I know that's one that is pretty common. Let's see, blue, red, green. So I know the one that I always used to get wrong is Haya, which is hay puzzles. But the owner says you have to go Haya, and that's how you can remember it. So now I know how to pronounce it correctly. Let's see. Lots of foliage. Ooh, fur and foliage. No, thank you. And now I'm curious. Entering the bedroom from dukkha. Ooh. I mean, it looks like it'd be a fun one. But yeah, I can see how that could be challenging. You are a looser fit, but you get used to what fits and what doesn't. Yeah. Oh, cool. The scratch and dent section usually has some really good ones, and the only issue is the box. When I was there, I got to see some of them, and some of the scratch and dents is very minor, but someone who purchased it full price would say something. And then some of them, they're like, ooh, what happened to that box? Usually happens because of forklifts and moving things around in the warehouse. But Oh, I found that extra piece. Okay. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. Kind of. It's not very close up because I'm using this camera. Let me see if I'm just getting any closer. Sorry here. Doop-a-doop. I don't know if that helped or not. Let's see. Nope. There we go. Maybe I'll only finish a couple of these sections in today's live because I'm going so slowly. But that's okay. What's that? Oh, it's the books. Right there. And this one, oh, it's a much smaller image than it was in my head. I don't know why I thought it was much bigger. But Dave and I just booked our plane tickets, which is super exciting. We're going to Europe as our, why does that seem wrong? Sorry. We're going to Europe for our anniversary trip this year because it's our 15th wedding anniversary, which is wild. But it will be, it's like one of those trips, like we're usually very last minute trip planners. Like usually it's only like a week or two and then we're like, all right, let's go. This time around we've had it booked for like, it'll be almost a year before we go. So now we feel like there's like a lot of anticipation for it. And it's going to be so much fun. We're doing it's definitely like a much more spendy vacation than what we normally do. But it's like an extra special anniversary, you know. So we're going to do Dublin for a week. And then we're going to on a cruise, which will be super fun. We're kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do for that cruise, like while like the excursions and such. We haven't booked anything like that. Kind of want to just like hang out in the port area, see things that are close by, and then kind of gauge of whether or not we'd want to like return for a full vacation, you know. Let's see. Hi, Emily. Sorry. Excited I caught you live. Was sitting doing a 1,500 piece Seiko that I got from my last Public Swap. Okay, last piece. Sorry, I'm holding you hostage with this last piece as I was reading comments. Yay! Okay, so section 1 is done. And I need to, nope, this is section 2. Sorry, we didn't do section 1 because that is the bottom. So now I need to go in here, find the black bit for 2. Okay. So I need to flip this over. This seems much bigger than what I need. Oh, because I need section 3. Sorry. I'm glad I didn't take it off. I need section 3 and then one of those things. Section 3, and then I'll need this. Sorry, couldn't find them. Let's see if I can flip it without losing any pieces. Yay! Okay. That makes it easy. And now I can take this section, and hopefully you can see, but you probably can't see. But there's little like punch outs that you have to take out because that lines up with these little holes here. What are you making? Oh, I have a banner for that. It is from Eurographics. Haha. It is a 3D puzzle called Bookshop. And it's cute. It's the same type of build you'd have to do for, I did one for their Halloween one. Let's see, I'm trying to see how I need to line this up this way. Okay, let's see if I can do it first shot. I need to have you closer. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Woo, first try. You really can't have a second try, so you really have to make sure you do it right. Okay. Okay. So now that this is all together, I'm just making sure it's really on there. We also have this other piece that we need to include. So this is kind of like the structure part of the 3D puzzle to give it support. Has like these little like hard plastic bits, and it shows on here like where you have to line it up. So I'm just going to take this off and put this here. Alrighty, and there is that one done. So that's the front of our little house that will like sit like this, you know. So cute. All right, let's move on to the next section. Just with how long that took me, I don't think I'm going to be finishing this whole house in this video, but at least you can understand like the concept of it if you were wanting to know how it works. I do have a full video from when I made the Halloween one and also when I did the Christmas one, so I felt like it was kind of like repetitive. So let's move on to this bag, which seems pretty hefty. I really don't want to do a 400-piece puzzle in today's video. Maybe I'll do bag 4, just because this would take me quite some time. But let's do bag 4. Which looks like it has 2 different sections. So we'll have a roof section in bag 4 and then like this side of the building. But the directions are very easy to follow if this is something that you've been interested in. I know the Christmas ones sold out because they have like these little houses which are super cute. But they sold out like before Black Friday. But I like how they are having other options now. Okay, let's do this. We have roof. And then you have some pieces that are like bendy because that's, ooh, go ahead. Because that's where like the seam is for the building. Hi, Sybil. Glad you could make it. I always love seeing like the familiar names that are either often here or from Patreon, or I see like I read every single comment. So like people who comment often. So it's always nice to catch you when I'm on a live. This room is on the toasty side, so I might have to turn on the fan eventually, because we're getting to that time of year where this room is like an oven in the afternoon, because like this big window here, the sun like beams in here, and so it gets pretty warm in the evening. Okay, so I think we're almost done with the flipping. Again, 2 separate sections with this one bag, and we'll get to doing the puzzle. Beautiful. That roof looks interesting. Let's see. What do I want to do? I also need to take off my shoes. The slippers are pretty warm. Penny! What you doing, little girl? She is getting so big, by the way. I feel like it's been a bit since she's been in a video, but if she's sleeping now, we sometimes we can't tell which cat it is because she's just growing so big. She's definitely going to be a tall cat. And she's only, 8 months now, so she's still very much in her growing phase. Dun, dun, dun. Well, I think we have a freeze warning today, too. And it's funny because, like, the days have been beautiful. Like, it's been, like, 65, 70, close to 70, not quite there. It's been about 65. And tonight's supposed to get a freeze warning. So we're like, do we want to shut off our heat? Do we not want to shut off our heat? And we thought we were good. Like last night we did shut off our heat. We woke up and it was like 54 degrees inside the house. So it got very cold. So we're not quite there. Where is this section supposed to go? I'm missing more letters. Let's see, we buy old books. Haha, there we go. That we love books. Okay. And then this one goes there. Yay. Okay, so it's like 3 little segments. Well, I think Dave's going to go to bed soon. That is this one. There's these big chunky pieces that I think I'll work on. That gives me like the structure in between the 2 segments. Hi, wondering where the cats are? I work from home and have you on in the background. We have a Loki sleeping in his bed right there. And I think the other 2 are downstairs. Penny's finally coming down. She's a wild woman for quite some time this afternoon, so she is maybe getting ready for bed. But if she comes in here, I'll try to grab her. She's a speedy little girl, so we'll see. This one? Yes. Oh, okay. Glad Dave is home. Me too. No, he hasn't had to travel for work in quite some time, although that might be changing pretty soon. We still don't know all the logistics. I'll wait on telling you all the details when it gets closer, but yeah, there might be some travel here for him in the future. Let's see. Woo! I'm definitely being a piece gremlin. I was like, where's all those pieces? And they're just like hanging out in my hand. So there's that. Oh, hey, there we go. Yeah. This one goes over here. This one is a bird. This one goes up here. Hey, yay, okay. Sorry it's kind of glary. You can't really see what I'm working on. I don't want you to tip over either. Sorry, that's the best I can do. Ooh, here, what's that piece? And she's talking downstairs, though. I don't know what he's doing. Yay! This section was fun. I mean, I'm not done with it yet, but it is a quicker section. This. I wish you could hear them having like a whole conversation downstairs. Loki, Daddy's doing treats. Go get them. Go on. He can hear you. Come on, Bubba. Ooh, that goes there. And there's a kitty. Hey. Dude, this one has like a dude just like hanging out reading his book. Oh, he's coming. Which cat ended up being friends? Loki? No. Oliver and Penny are definitely more friendly than Loki. But he's still coming around. She's just not very good at making friends. She like gets too excited, and then she becomes a spazoid and like bites his neck, and he's like, "That's not what I was trying to do, dude." But she's trying. Goes here. Almost done with this section. Hi. Do you have a girl? Oh. Okay.
take care of that?
Yep.
What a gal. What a gal.
Oh no, I'm missing a piece. I'm missing it. Oh, I mixed it in. Oh, there it is. Yay! Okay. Why don't ask you questions? Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see. Is Oliver the oldest? No, Loki is the oldest. Loki is 11 now, which is crazy.
Aww.
I know. He's getting up there. Oliver is what, 8? 7 or 8? 8, I think. And then Penny's 8 months. All right, let's see. Ask your questions. What? Oh. Are you someone who uses the box image? I feel like that's like, if you don't, it's like a hard no, I don't. And I'm just curious. I'm someone who usually uses the box. I don't know about this. Oh, because it has a bendy section. Yay! Okay, I'm not the only one. I mean, no harm if you don't use it. For me, I'm like, it's a tool that they provided. I want to use it. Although if you don't use it, you probably have more puzzling time, you know? Yeah, I feel like when I have a poster, if it's a trickier image, sometimes I don't use the actual poster insert, but if it does have a poster and it's like super busy, by the end that poster is just like bent and like completely, like it's still usable, but it's gone through some things, you know? Let's see. Okay, so consensus is yes, we all use the box in this group. That's okay. Thought I dropped it. Dun, dun, dun. No, I should have like questions prepared for you guys. They use the block and look use poster. Same. Oh yay. Oh yay. Oh yay. All right. That greenery helped a lot. Babe, do you have any questions for the viewers? He's getting ready for bed. He's like, what? Ooh. That's true. If you are in the Facebook group, where do you think Missy, or what are some clues that Missy should be a part of this year? What? Do you have a group?
I don't know what this is.
It's cheese.
Ooh.
So if you didn't know, in the Facebook group, every summer we have a big game where it's like, where is Missy Peace, but it's where is Carmen Sandiego style. And this past year, there was like a lot of twists and turns. And people always think that I like have it planned out in advance, but it's usually not me that week being like, what do I want to do? And so also, just as to be a booger, Stacy is an amazing moderator, and she always puts like, where do you think Missy's gonna go next week? And sometimes I haven't even made the post yet. So I'll be like, they're not going there now. Sometimes I do use the clues, but I'm such a bugger when it comes to that. Let's see. Dave, tell us. Oh, babe. What? They said, tell us something about Emily we don't know. Ooh. I'll have him think about that one.
I don't know.
What's the largest piece count everyone has done? Ooh, that's a good one. Minus 5,000. I did the 13,000, but in one bag it was 5,000. And then I did actually help with the 52,000 piece, which was like the big one at like an event, but I only did like 4 sections of it. And that's a good question. Just a kaleidoscope kitty from Ravensburger and didn't realize the full image was on the back of the box. Oh no! What time is it here?
8:20.
8:20. Thanks, babe. PM.
That's my bedtime.
2,000 is still good though. All right, let's see. Does that go together? No. Oh, it does. Oh, it's very small. It's a much smaller section than I was. I guess he's gonna have to ponder that one. At least I've done. I also did a 4,000, but Pinto is so broken. Yeah, because I did the 4,800 piece from Peace Relax, and it's like the largest section is 1,200 pieces. Let's see. What book are you currently reading? Oh, I just finished an audiobook. One for My Enemy. Didn't love it, to be honest. I didn't love it whatsoever. It's supposed to be like a modern day version of like Romeo and Juliet, but it had like fairies, but the amount of magic was so minor and the way they talked was not normal, and I hated it. I hated it. I gave it like 1 star. I did not love it. So that's what I just finished. And then I also, what else did I just finish reading? It was an audiobook. I don't remember what it was called. And I can't.
That's a tough question.
Well, yeah.
What they don't know about
What
you?
they don't know about me.
You hate doing litter boxes.
I hate doing litter boxes. There you go.
Oh.
And I'm like nervous of what you're gonna say. I don't know.
I'm nervous of what I could say and what the repercussions would be.
I don't know.
Oh, you steal towels. No.
I steal towels. I do. Like, yeah, I could get in trouble, or you could get in trouble.
I would get in trouble if I said the wrong thing.
I don't know.
I could end up sleeping on the couch for the rest of my life.
Whoa. You're a pretty comfy couch, though. You can pull out the little foot thing. Let's see. Puzzling people are proud of the oddest things. Getting new puzzles at little cost, strange ways to puzzle, rudeness to other ways of doing things. And pet fur.
Pepper?
Pet fur.
Pet fur.
There was one puzzle that I got thrifted, and it wasn't pet fur, it was human hair. And the amount of human hair that was in that puzzle, I was like concerned for the health of the person who did it before me. Like I was like, ooh, I feel like this person needs a thyroid check, because it was like a lot of hair. It was really not nice. You have it?
How much can you bench?
Oh, was it 95 pounds?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And you can deadlift half your weight.
I can deadlift half my weight at what, 165 was my heaviest?
I don't remember.
Yeah, 165 is how much I can deadlift. That's what he's sharing my.
Emily's getting pipes.
I can bench press 95 pounds. There we go. What's it? You want them to know?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm closing your door.
Okay.
Have fun.
Thanks. I'm
going to send you a Facebook message.
Yeah. You're going to send me a Facebook message?
Yeah.
About what? Oh, about the towel situation. Okay. Let's see. I love to find cheap puzzles. I mostly get them from thrift stores. Always looking for a good deal. That's where it's at. Ooh, 99 cents at Goodwill. That's amazing. to be honest, I haven't bought, besides the one puzzle I bought at Nationals, I haven't bought a puzzle this year. And I kind of miss having hauls on my channel. Like, they were just super fun, easy videos. And now I feel like I always have to have, like, I have to do a lot more work. Oh, and I also miss thrifting, because thrifting was a great place to go. But, the gumball machine's fun, too. I'm just salty after having to do 4 1,000-piece puzzles in a row. Let's see. Oh, I'm like stuck on these like 5 pieces. Here we go. Pepper to me doesn't usually bother me in a puzzle. It's the human hair that I'm usually like, And even though I have cats, I don't think there's a lot of fur in my pieces. Or maybe I just don't notice it because they're all orange and maybe they blend in easier. I don't know. So I apologize for anyone who's gotten puzzles from me. Yay, how that section's done. Let's see. I'm still on a no buy for 2026. Woohoo! Good job. Woo! Ew, that's so gross. I am given a lot of puzzles. I've said no to a lot of puzzles though. Like, I'm pretty proud of me because I could have way more, but I'm trying to be realistic of how much time I have to do puzzles. So I've done a lot of puzzles this year. I've almost at, what's my number? Hold on, I have it right here. Let's see, my puzzle count for the year is at 78 puzzles so far. So I'm pretty happy with that. Out of those 78 though, only 33 were from the gumball machine. So I really need to kick my butt into gear to get out of this project. Let's see. Whoa, that's awesome. That is a good deal. All right, let me flip this over, and I need a lot of sections. Hold on, there's something happening with this. So with this one, we need 16, 17, and 18. Do they have an app for puzzles like Goodreads for books? There's iCollect, which isn't quite the same, but it's a way for you to at least track your puzzles. And I feel like there's a new one recently that just came out or is coming out because they keep emailing me. So I don't know what it's called though. It could be very tricky though. There's so many like one-off brands for puzzles that there would be so much data that they'd have to upload to, include so many. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm having to do. There's like multiple steps right now. All right, flipping this over. Ooh, there we go. And now I have 17. Oh, I see what I'm gonna do. Okay. 17. Okay. Goes here. Does anyone else have any good books recently? One of my goals for the year, because I have a yearly bingo card, one of my bingo card spots was to read all the unread books in my house, which was 33. I think so far I've read 13, 14, something like that. So I'm trying not to buy books, but I am holding like a giant wish list on my Fable. I use Fable, not Goodreads, on Fable. So that way when I can buy new books or when I want to go to the library, I have like an idea of what I want. So if you have any good books that you've read recently, well, let me know. Ooh. And I'm trying to save some like the ones that I recently purchased from like this past year. I'm saving those to like, I don't know, once I get through some really tough ones. Like I just read a giant book. Oh, what was it called? Priory of the Orange Tree. And it was like 900 pages. And it was pretty good. I really liked it. I don't think I like it enough to get the next one, because that was a lot of pages. But it was good. It was a very, I don't know, good world. I feel like they set it up really well. Let's see. My Friend and Broken Country were both really good. Ooh. Daughter has that one. Okay. Oh, and it's Not Her by, okay. I have to like go back and like screenshot these afterwards. Ooh, you have some good options. Okay. If you guys are readers, what's your go-to genre? I feel like I'm all over the place. Like I love historical fiction, but I also like mystery. And then I'm really into like sci-fi and like space ones. Like what's my favorite series ever is the Illuminati Files. And it's considered young adult, but the way that it's written is so fun. And I've listened to the audiobook multiple times. I've read it multiple times. Absolutely love it. So if you need a good series, very fast books, like you can read it within a couple days. They're fun. I feel like I need to do this the other way. That wasn't working. So I need to go in between these two other stickers. Yay! Fun. Okay. Also, can I just say, so many people have asked me if I'm selling my stickers, the ones that I made for nationals, and I feel weird selling them. Because for me, it's just super fun. But I also don't want to just give them away because that'd be a lot for shipping. So part of me is kind of just like, well, if you want one, send me an envelope with a stamp on it, and I'll just send it back to you with the stickers. I would just be worried of people buying them and then them not be like, I don't know, the right quality or something like that. So that's my current thoughts on the stickers. Let me know yours thoughts. For me, it's just like a fun little side project. I don't think I'm going to be into a sticker business because it also makes it tricky since I am a business. It makes it messy with taxes. So that's what I'm thinking. Oh, sorry. Like a whole chunk of comments just came in all at the same time. And oh, it's a bunch of different books. Okay, sorry. Now I need to catch up. Romance and thrillers. Nice. What type of genre in books do you like? Oh, I like everything. It really depends on the book. Not a huge fan of romance books, but it's like if it's romance connected to something, like if it's romance in like fantasy, I don't mind that. Or if it's romance and sci-fi, or if it's romance in like a horror. But I don't really love like the typical romance books. Um, I have a Kindle and I usually only bring it with me when I go on a trip and I never use it. I think I also would prefer a different Kindle because the one I have is like a Kindle. It's a pretty basic one, but the lag is so long. Like it's very minor, but for some reason it drives me nuts. So there's a different one that I want to try, but I also don't want to invest in one because I know I probably won't use it. So we'll see if I continue using the Kindle, but I'm personally a huge book lover, but also I'm a huge audiobook lover. So there's that. Let's see. The Bone Witch. Ooh. Oh, I love Neil Shusterman. I love his Unwind series. I've read that. It's just another series I've read multiple times. So good. I love his writing. Let's see. I love thrillers. And the last book I read was The Nightingale. I have that. I actually accidentally have 2 copies. I had it in my collection, and then I was at, Where was I? Marshalls? I think it was Marshalls because I was like, oh, they have books. And so I got a really fun looking one. It was like, it was Nightingale, but it was different like binding and it was like $10 or something like that. So I bought it not knowing that I already had it at home. So I have 2 copies of it. But I did read The Women from her and I really liked that one. I definitely liked the first half more than the second half, but it was still really good. Ooh, okay. Now I need to look at that series. Good to know. Sorry, I have to go through a bunch of comments. The Wandering Inn. It's fantasy. 19 books long. Ooh. Wow, those are long. But I do like a good fantasy series. I feel like I haven't had a good fantasy series in a while, so that's good to know. Let's see, Ruin. You guys are coming through with all these book recommendations. That's super exciting for me. Ooh, detectives. That sounds fun. Sorry, I'm like reading all of them. The Perfect Marriage. You shouldn't have come here. Okay. Love Paranormal. Ooh. Me and scary books are, I have to be in the right mindset. They can mess me up. Good thriller, murder, mystery. Both. I don't like. There's very few genres that I don't love. It really just depends on the book. Although I did read one that was like hiking in Alaska. Not my favorite. It was just kind of boring, to be honest. Let's see. If you like audiobooks, Audible has their 85%. Ooh, good to know. I usually use Libby because our library is super small. Our library system is super small. So typically the wait for the books are not long, which is kind of nice. And I feel like for some reason, our county, people just don't know that Libby exists. So I usually look out with Libby, but also since I have Spotify, I usually save the ones that I have to buy for Audible. I usually use in my Spotify credits because you get like 15 hours or something of listening. So that's usually when I get like the new release ones that I can't seem to get on Libby. So lucked out so far with the Audible stuff, but that's good to know. What? What's the matter, little girl? Come here. I hear her outside the door. She's not very good at pushing a door open. And it's probably open enough she can get in, but she struggles with pushing a door open. Instead, she'll like pull it towards her and then it closes and then she gets all frustrated because she closed the door. Or she's also good at like opening up the door but like going like this, and she does it with like the bathroom sink. She'll like open up the doors that way, but she can't for the life of her figure out how to push a door, so then she gets stuck in the closet. So let's see. Atmosphere was so good. You guys have so many good I'm gonna have to go through these comments afterwards to like save all your recommendations. The Berry Pickers was great. Ooh. Oh, thanks for all the recommendations. This is awesome. Because so many good ones. Sorry, now I need to do this. 8 and 7. Okay. I can sit here and talk books. I just don't. Let me see. No. Well, I'll take out, I guess, this one while I'm here. It's a smaller bag. Oh, and this one's a smaller bag too. Okay. 8 and 7. Hi, little girl. These are smaller bags. Really, everything but 1 and 3 are smaller. Let's see. Trying to find the right. Seven. Sorry, I'm a mess right now. 7 and 8. Where are the 8s? Oh, it's right there. Okay. I got what I need. Cookies. Group. Move these over here. I'll get to them. These are much smaller segments. Now I need to put This thing needs to flip upside down. Eight, seven. I don't get how this is working. It's like they printed 2 7s. Well, I'll do 8s first. Books and puzzles are my face. Same. And tea. I'm really regretting not having a cup of tea up here. I feel like that is totally my vibe. I'm just like, love the cozy, you know? Do, do, do. Well, Dave and I are getting into biking again. I said getting into. We went twice. But it's the beginning of the year, and when I start again on our bingo cards for the year, is to bike 100 miles. Last year I did it. So I definitely think I could do it again. It's just hard when there's a lot of travel also going on. But we did just like a 6-mile bike ride the other day, and then we were like, our bikes need a little work because we have e-bikes, and it's been since we bought them, since we've gotten like tune-ups and such, and like my front end was squeaky, his back end was squeaky, so we're like, we'll go and get them worked on. So then we rode them to the bike shop near us to get them looked at, and so those won't be ready until next week, which of course it's beautiful all this week, and then next week it's all rain. So, but it's fine. I'm excited to get back into biking and the outdoors. We are also I'm planning a backpacking trip. It's something that it's again on my bingo card. I feel like I should just have a video like over on Patreon of my bingo card for the year. But I really want to do it because there's so many good places around here, and some of the hikes aren't long. You know, like the first one I want to do is only like a mile. You know, just to like test out all of our gear. I think this is. I don't know why there's 2 of them because I think I only need 1. So unless there's 2 segments that are like the same style. It goes this way. Okay. So I've been slowly buying all of our gear. So far I've gotten like the tent. I got the big things. Except for there's 2 things that I was like testing, and I only bought 1 of because we would have had to buy 2. And I was like, I just don't only want to buy 1 at a time. So we still have to buy like the second sleeping bag, you know. But we've gotten some of the big items, and one of the things that we're waiting on is both me and Dave use CPAP machines, so we needed to book new sleep studies so we can get the prescription to get the travel one. And so we have those officially on the books, which is exciting. So once that's done, we can actually get the rest of the gear and sign up. Although it sounds like the sign up process is kind of tricky, but we'll see. All right, there we go. Doo-doo. Yay. Okay. Hi. Oh, I've got all 3 cats right now. Hi, Oliver. I don't know if I can get her. I'm kind of surrounded by everything right now, so I can't really get up and get her. Let's see. So you need to hike in the whole forest, the peninsula. Oh, okay. Is that over near Olympic? Because we went to the Olympia National Park, Forest, whatever. We went there, and we went to the hot springs. I forget what they're called. Begins with S. But we went there, and we also went up to Hurricane Ridge Road, which was super fun. And there's actually a biking trail that I want to do on the Olympic Peninsula. Oh, okay. There's a biking trail, and I think it's 75 miles or something like that I want to do. Because it goes from Port Townsend to like the other end. I don't know what the other end is. But for that, we would need the trailer for our bikes. We don't have the trailer. And to get, like, I feel like each thing that we want to do requires like 6 steps, because to get the trailer, we would need the hitch, you know, but maybe eventually. I just want to, Port Angeles, thank you. What is your preferred puzzle count? Oh, probably 500 piece or 300 piece. It really depends on the mood, but usually a 300 piece. Let me see. Penny, come here. Come here, little girl. Can I sit in it? No. She said, no, I'm busy. So yeah, it really depends on the mood, but usually I'm a smaller piece kind of person. I don't mind 1,000 pieces, but I don't like doing a lot of them. It's just a lot more time consuming, and then I have to keep it out, and sometimes I can't do it all in one sitting. Like, I like to just like do it, knock it out, put it away, you know? So that's why I usually prefer smaller piece counts. But, you know, I did that 1,500 piece, 2,000 piece Cobble Hill. I really like that one. That didn't take me nearly as long as I was expecting. So it depends on the day. Let's do the next segment. We've gotten 2 done out of 8. We're doing great. Let's do bag 5. Bag 5 is very small. Let's see. Oh. Bag 5 is the same thing. It's just the other side of the building. So we're going to do that. What you doing, Loki? Hi. You want to say hello? When I was on my call with Puzzle Warehouse today, he had a lot of opinions of what we were saying. It was almost like, all right, you gotta be quiet, dude. Oh, I feel like I'm, did I get it all? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Let's do the next segment. Oh, this one doesn't have any of the green pieces, which really helped me last time. So currently I'm on a little challenge, which is like a digital detox, trying to use the internet and phones less type situation, which is hard when your whole job is online and filming and doing things. But we're trying to do better. And so far my usage is down 60%, which I'm pretty proud of. But that was just me doing willpower. Although there's still things like you need to do online. Like I need to do my bills online. I need to do work online, you know? So it's never going to be 0. But I also just bought a brick, which is like a physical thing that you have to like touch your phone to like unlock it. So that way if I'm like supposed to be working up here and maybe have certain apps open, like the camera app, because that's what I need to be doing, I can, but if I go to do something else on my phone, it might be locked from those apps during that time period. And I can't unlock it unless I go down to like the fridge and like tap the thing. I haven't started it up yet. I just got it yesterday. But we'll see how it is. Maybe that means more puzzling time because I'm not on my phone, or maybe I'll read more. Like there's still some apps that I would allow, like Audible, I'm going to allow. Spotify, I will allow. You know, and I'll have to use the other ones on occasion too because it's my job. But just trying to stop scrolling. So that's also usually where I get in trouble with like buying puzzles. Let's see. If you want to stay closer to home, there are great trails up the way to Stevens Pass too. Oh, there's one. There's one in Stevens Pass that we want to try. There's one in Lake Stevens area that we want to try that has overnight camping. So I know there's plenty of places that we can go, because we're also only, I mean, we have to try to reserve things, but we're only like, what, 40 minutes, 45 minutes from the Cascades. So I mean, we have options, which is really fun. And in general, we just want to like use the area that we live in. You know, we haven't really gone out. Can you please show how it works, the lock? Yeah, so I'm filming a video about it because I did a week of me trying to do just willpower, and then I have well, the second part of that I have to start tomorrow, which is me trying to use the brick and seeing if it helps, if it got better. We'll see if it works, but it's an interesting concept. Let me see. I'm gonna get these things again. Oh, the words. That's right. There's words. But I also think maybe having designated work hours might help me navigate that, because I think there's some things that, I don't know, it's gonna be tricky how, like, to balance the work and not work, because also work is puzzling. I don't know, it's weird. Let's see. Yeah, there's a small amount of mountains at less than an hour. Oh, okay. Try the app Focus Friends from Green. That's fun. There's definitely a lot of apps and tools to do. I just thought maybe having a physical thing might be interesting to try. Versus, like, you know how you can set the things on your phone and you can just click like ignore or 10 more minutes, you know? My computer, though, I do have it set that it like shuts off so it's going to shut off in an hour and 8 minutes. So there's that. So I'm going to have to do this pretty fast. Just because I was trying to do better about evening routines, which I have gotten a lot better. But sometimes if it shuts off, I then use my phone instead. So it's like it didn't really fix the thing I was trying to do. So there's that. We'll see. Let's see. I'm missing some letters. Hi, baby boy. Oh, okay. Oh, my goodness. You want to say hello? Come here. Here we are. Say hi. Here, I'll make you bigger so that way they can see you. This is Loki. He's very happy. What a sweet boy. Say hi. Oh, can you hear his purr? The phone is my microphone, so that's why I'm putting him closer. He is so happy. Oh my goodness. He does have a very loud purr. He is so happy right now. Okay, well, Houseland's gonna have to wait. It's kind of hard though with the reading Peggy's thing about working from home, because my work is also like yes, Puzzle Warehouse stuff I could do in here, which is my office, but that's also where I do puzzling for work too, but also for hobbies. So it makes it tricky. But yeah, I don't know. I need to get a better, I guess, schedule. But then it also makes it tricky because sometimes Dave's home, and then I have to like go around his schedule and my schedule. It's a thing. But I do well with Puzzle Warehouse if I'm at the library. Like I'll set like a couple days a week where I'll go there for a few hours. So I'm really not worried about Puzzle Warehouse stuff. It's more like other casual puzzler stuff, you know? No, I think I'd rather have it in this one room. Just because I can close this door. Where I can't in the whole, rest of the house is like open concept. Oh my gosh, she's so happy. Oh, sweet baby. And it's really not the work part I'm worried about. It's more of like me just scrolling on things, you know, for puzzles and just random content. Like I don't mind if it's puzzle content because that can be somewhat productive. Hi, baby boy. Thank you so much for joining me. Are you done? Okay. Thank you so much. That was lovely. Okay. Thank you. That's so sweet. I think Penny's in the hallway. Oh, he does. He's my snuggle bug. He's usually with me in the morning. Although this morning I felt bad because Oliver is usually not the snuggly cat. He can be, but usually he's hanging out on his own. But I woke up this morning and I had my arm weird. And I didn't realize like Oliver was right here. And I like moved my arm and he was like an inch away from my face and I like scared him because I was like, oh my God. And he was like, oh, sorry. But he actually, it's like when Oliver wants love, you like take it, you like smother him with it because he often isn't the snuggly cat. So you just like accept it when he's ready for snuggles. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this. What's this one? Books, free, okay. Although I do feel like he's been trying to get me to snuggle him all day because I was on the call for so long. He was sitting there purring for quite a while. Let's see. I don't see where they are. Oh, there's a bike in this one. I like how they break it up. Nice. No, that's why. Yay! What's that? So that goes here. And then that goes over on this side. And this goes here. Nice. So Dave might be going to Portland for a little work trip. And I was like, oh, you could go to Powell, which is like the largest bookstore in the world. Hello. Sorry. My phone stopped working and I don't know why. Yeah, my phone stopped working and that's where my mic was. Let's see. It's like you hit your limit. Let's see. This and this. Okay. Can you hear me? What? What's the matter, Loki? Sorry about that. I don't know why it stopped. Dio's going to Portland Fork. That's pretty much where I stopped. Oh, and I was saying how I told him he could go to Powell, which is the largest bookstore in the world, and he didn't show any interest. And I was kind of jealous of him going to Portland. But I would love to go back and just hang out and just peruse, because when I've gone the past couple times, I've always been like with friends, and it's just like, you know, you don't really get too much time. But I'll be back. I'll be back in Portland in August at least, maybe sooner. What's the matter, little boy? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a Penny. Penny! Come here, little girl. Come here. You want to say hi? She said, no, not really. Okay, never mind. Maybe sometime. But Powell is huge, and you can't even, like, I don't know, function sometimes with how many books there are. But I do feel like they do a good job of categorizing certain things or giving you like a call out book. Like they have a huge shelf of like bestsellers or staff picks or hey, these are new, which makes it at least give you a focus, you know. So I'd love to go back. Nope. Haha. I kind of like doing these little segments. The ground part is going to be quite tricky. And I know the roof usually is, but we'll see. Oh, you go here. You go here. This one. It's so fun. I'm having a blast. I don't know about you, but these little tiny puzzles are having a good time. Yay! Okay, that segment is done. Oh, I'll switch you so you can see again. This one, this one. There we go. Yay! Done. I need water. What's the matter, Loki? He's just sitting there on his bed, just staring at me. Alrighty. So there's that. I do 7. Yeah. Then we got another roof. Okay. Do you have these go here? I have another question. What is a brand that you love that you don't think gets enough hype or attention? Like everyone knows Ravensburger. For me, Ravensburger isn't my favorite brand. They have some amazing stuff, and for the most part, they're consistent, but I don't love them, you know? Though there are, like, for me, I love New York Puzzle Company, which I feel like is, ooh, no, it's a brand, Vermont Christmas Company. I love their puzzles. And I don't think a lot of people have done them before. Or they maybe have done, like, a Christmas one, you know? But they have so many other images. So let me know if you have any, like, good hidden gems that people should put at the top of their radar. And of course, we all know, like, the smaller ones. Or maybe not. I don't know. Curious to see if any come in. Okay. Ones are coming in. Vermont puzzle, ribbon, or random. Vermont is usually random, but they're not so random like a Springbok. Like they're not that intense. I still feel like they have, in general, traditional piece shapes, but they're just like wonky. You know, I hope that makes sense. But I guess you'd call it random cut, but it's actually, I think the term manufacturers use is called random ribbon cut or something like that. I don't know. They have a specific term for it, but I like them. Let's see. Springbok. I feel like random cut is either you love it or you don't. You know, I don't mind it as long as it's not impossible. You know, I don't mind Springbok, maybe not my go-to, but I do love New York Puzzle Company. They also have like a similar cut to Vermont where it can be kind of crazy, but not too as crazy as a Springbok. Let's see. Truffle. I've only ever done, I think, one workshop, and it was a long time ago. But I remember liking it. It was a circular puzzle. It was like a turtle. But I think I remember liking it. I don't remember anything I didn't like. And yes, Truffle, I did their 13,000 piece. And I liked it. It was fun. And I just did you'll see it in my next video, the 1,000 piece. But it's a different line from them, and I liked it. Like I had no issues. Dowdle. I know it's been I feel like I haven't given them much of a chance, to be honest. You know what? I feel like Buffalo is a good brand because our price point is right, and you can get some really good, fun images. Like their catalog is huge, and they have so many good ones. Like I did my 1,500 piece puzzle last year, the centrifuge one. I loved it. Like that was so much fun, and I have like a whole bunch of other ones. But you know, for the price point, it's amazing. Let's see. Ooh, I'm sorry. Now I'm getting into the comments. Seiko has gotten better. Well, yeah, they're now pretty much just Buffalo games. I love you art too. I wish they just toned down the shine just like by 50%, you know? That's the issue I have with Evo. It's just so shiny. So like anytime I do filming, it's just like a hot mess because you just see glare. Okay, smaller truffles are different. Yeah, I've done a 500 piece from them and they can be very crumbly. If I can remember that. I like the 1,500 piece though. Working on Rose Art now. Rose Art has upped their game. Like I was talking to them when I was at Nationals, and they have like a whole bunch of new lines coming. Like their quality is amazing. I did one recently. It was a football one. I don't know where the box is, but I loved it. Oh, it's this one. I really like the quality, and their price point again is pretty decent. I did this one. And it is called, it's from their Back from the Past line. something about football, tailgating fun. There we go. But I liked it, and they have a few other lines too that I'm very curious about. And their images are cute. So I feel like those are it I need to pay more attention to. Let's see. Vermont Christmas was the grid cut with standard she called vintage shop. Yeah, it's hard to tell which is which. But the majority of my Vermonts have been random cut. See, masterpieces, yes. Yes. But I do feel like boardwalk quality is different than dawdle. Dawdle used to have like the back of it was like puffy. I don't know, like it's like how the cardboard like almost had like a weird shape around the edge that I did not love. And it was much more of a squishy piece. Where now boardwalk has, I prefer them over the dawdle quality, to be honest. I just feel like they just are. There's something about the feel of the pieces, and I'm sure it had nothing to do with the quality of the puzzle. Just for some reason, it just wasn't as satisfying. And I do remember the dawdle had like the most amount of puzzle dust I've ever seen in my life. So there's that. But the artwork is super fun. I did one that was like 3 little pigs that I really loved. Let's see. Buffalo Seagull masterpieces. And some of the like more like budget, although they're getting up there in price too. But you can tend to find good deals on them, and they're still good. Like I don't have any gripes about them at all. Let's see, Pintu for plastic. Winter for Wood, New York puzzle. Oh, you have categories. That's your loophole. I love Pintu. Pintu Peace Relax, same brand. Just one's North American catalog versus not. I love them. They're super fun. It's been a hot minute since I've done one, so I almost feel like I have one Pintu in my to-do list, so maybe I'll get that one soon. But Wentworth for wooden, I feel like Wentworth is the one that I've done the most, for wooden puzzles. But I do have one victory one that's in my to-do list, which I love the victory puzzles. They're thicker than the Wentworth, so they're very chunky pieces. I want to say they're like 6 millimeters thick, and they're so fun to put together. So if you haven't done one, I do suggest it. They also have a lot of really good like travel size puzzles, which are fun. Let's see. Sorry, still going through comments. Ebu, yeah, their artwork is just so fun. Ooh, it's been a bit since I've done a new Ebu, so we may need to make a shopping list for when my to be counterproductive. Once my gumball machine is done, I have a huge shopping list. Okay, love Pintu. I do feel like the Peace Relax ones are just a smidge bigger than the traditional Pintu ones. At least the ones that I've done. Still small. Like they're not as big as regular standard size pieces, but I feel like they're not as like, sometimes after you do a Pintu puzzle and your thumbs hurt because you've been like pressing down on those plastic. I feel like I don't have that same issue with the Peace Relax ones. At least the ones I've done. I've only done a couple of them. Let's see. Oh, White Mountain. They do have a good selection of puzzles. Yes, the only time I had issues with White Mountain was when they had like a weird moment during COVID, but I feel like a lot of brands had that same issue where they went to like different manufacturers, and so that wasn't the same, but they just like needed to have puzzles. So I give them grace for that, but I mean, I have a whole shelf over there that I still need to do. So clearly I'm a fan of the White Mountain puzzles. They have some really cute non-collage images too. So yeah, Springbok can do squishy pieces. I don't mind it though. Sometimes, like, I do have to be in the right mood to do a Springbok. Like, I did the Wolfpack one recently, and honestly, it wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. I have another one I have 2 more new ones from them, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I know they're going to be changing their box design, which actually I'm going to prefer because I feel like sometimes their boxes that are just like a bit on the thin side. Very minor detail, but sometimes I just want to make sure the things I recommend are things that I would buy myself. And I do like Springbok puzzles, but sometimes I like the box. I wish it's just like a little bit sturdier. Very minor detail. Kodak 3000. Oh no. Good to know. It's been a bit since I've done a Kodak puzzle. Oh, fun. I think I've seen Ice Cream Truck Day. I feel like I remember because I used it in a blog post for like National Ice Cream Day or something like that. Let's see. I did the 80s happily recently and the pieces felt off, almost gritty. Oh no! I've liked happily puzzles. Maybe it was just a one-off because I've enjoyed them. Although I do know some people aren't a fan of like that, like, what is it, soft feel, soft matte. I forget what they call it. Soft velvet. I don't. It's a certain texture. I know it can be like hit or miss, but I had an issue with a Lawrence King once upon a time, and they were supposed to have that texture, but for some reason, it had like a waxy feeling to it. Like it didn't have the normal texture. So I don't know if it's just something to do with that one. I don't know, but I can kind of get what you're talking about. Let's see. It would be a good one to do when you are at Puzzle Warehouse because you can look at the box. I don't know which one you're talking about. Sorry, Stacy. Let's see. Magic Puzzle Company are also very fun. I love their puzzles. I've only done 2, but I love them, and they're such good quality. And I want to say they're like $20 at Walmart right now. They're so good. And I have one on my to-do list, which was the soup one that everyone told me to do. It's still on my to-do list, but I like them. They're super fun. Let's see. Oh, yeah, some of their advent. Sorry, I'm really far behind on these comments. Um, and do you know, Pintu, their advent calendar had like a mini puzzle that was normal size pieces, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. So hopefully they do that. Ooh, remarks. Good call. It's been a bit since I've done them. Same with Aquarius. I used to do Aquarius because you could get them at Hobby Lobby for pretty inexpensive, and I enjoyed them. There are so many good ones. Uh, Velvet feels like cheese. Ew. uh, let's see. Yeah, White Mountain during COVID, they just had a moment, and I can't fault them because they were just trying to, trying to just make puzzles. And I was talking to Brian and Susan, and they were talking about COVID for Puzzle Warehouse, and that warehouse is huge. Like the videos that I've sent and shown you, like, they can't grasp like how big this place is, right? It's like a Walmart, like a supersized Walmart, and it's just puzzles, right? And they had sold every single one during COVID. Like, so imagine like a giant Walmart with nothing in it. Like they had no puzzles left, which is crazy. So I get why brands had to like outsource. It is what it is. We all went through some crazy things during COVID. Can you damage the box of a large piece count next time you go to Puzzle Warehouse so I can get it at a discount? Oh, that's great. Um, Not purposely, but they do, like, they are always having sales. Like, really, just put the ones that you want on your wish list, and when it comes in stock and on sale, like, it'll send you an email. Because there was one recently that was a really good discount. It was like at least 20 to 30% off. So it really just, I mean, they're always doing sales. Let's see. Or usually black. Oh no! Sorry, my computer died. So, hello from over here. I don't know if I can see comments anymore. So I might have to call it a day. But hopefully, let me see if I can do this. Okay. Sorry. Now we're just using my phone. Might have to pause the puzzling, but I'm just going to go through the rest of the discounts. The comments. Oh, yay. Okay. Ebu would be good to look at the new box when you're. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Good to know. I feel like I need to have like a plan going into Puzzle Warehouse next time because last time I just was like, I'm just going to do whatever my heart desires. And you know, I only went home with 10 puzzles. I thought it was going to do way more damage. So I was actually proud that I only did come home with 10, but I think next time I need to have a plan of what I want to do. Why did it go away? Hey. Oh, maybe because my main thing went away. I don't know. I might have to call it a day because my computer died. But I think it's telling me that I need to go. Hopefully it's still going. Not sure if it is. I can't do anything on my end because I'm not the host and my host is gone. So with that, I'm gonna have to Reverie. I love Reverie. I love all the newer brands. I feel like so many new brands are doing so many good things. Like Spaghetti Tree, amazing. Reverie is amazing. Soonness and Aurora. Aurora is amazing. I love their products. Like so many new brands are doing so much. Okay, good. You still see me. For me, I'm just like this tiny little square. Hi. I know. The tariffs are like seeing things on the business side of things. Like I'm not surprised by some brands couldn't ship to the U.S. anymore, or just the cost of things rising. You definitely see it a lot on like the puzzlewear side because the amount they're paying in tariffs for some of our like core brands are ridiculous. So it makes it really hard for the business, like for Puzzle Warehouse, to keep the prices low when all the prices pretty much just doubled for them. So it's been a challenge for to deal with that. And then you have brands who, like I know Cloudberries is one that is struggling because they pretty much just like, oh, we covered the tariff cost, but they pretty much just like doubled the price in their puzzles. So it's like hard, it's hard for everybody right now. So it's pretty. Let's see. Villager is great. I love Villager. Luckily, you can get them through Puzzledly in the US. So that's good. And you can get there like buy 3, get 20% off deal. So that's a great way to do it if you're getting it through Puzzledly. Like get 3 puzzles so that way you can get the discount. Let's see. Aurora was stunning from the traveling puzzle. I love Aurora. And I have exciting news next month about Aurora. They have a new collection coming out and some other stuff, but I can't talk about it yet. So stay tuned. But very exciting for Aurora. What's the black owned you sent to? Oh, Unified Pieces. Unified Pieces. I love it. Their stuff is awesome. Okay. Well, if you can still see me, I can still talk. I just can't show you puzzling at all. But this was so fun looking at all your brands. That was definitely the question to say. Yeah, I don't know. Tariffs are a whole beast. And I know for some we had like lost our distributor because of it. Like Jackaroo stopped shipping to the US, which was our distributor originally for a few, like 4 or 5 brands. And so then we ended up just going to the brands directly. But then it was like a 3-month trip, like the amount of time going across the ocean is quite extensive. So I've learned so much about the industry, which has been very interesting. But you can just understand why, everything's going up in price and people get mad about it. And it's like, it's not all us. I'm sorry. So there's that. Unified Pieces. I don't know. Even still, the pricing of everything has gone up. I just know also there are some that they paid, and I don't know all the back end stuff, but I just know that's like it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff happening. So Unified Pieces, their stuff is so good. And I wish I could send all the boxes, but I can't send the boxes because then like the shipping cost for everybody would like be like triple. But their boxes are so nice because they're same as like Villager where they have like the magnetic closure, And I think in a couple of them I may have sent the zippered pouch, and then others I didn't because the pouch was too big or something like that. I don't know. But yeah. Pre-order the new Flipsy bundle. Ooh. Yeah. There's just a lot of chaos right now when it comes to a lot, but yeah, it's a lot of issues with everything. I don't want to get political right now, but let's just say it's been rough all around. Let's see. And Unified has that some punch. Yes. And I love that. I don't know if I included it in the package. And I don't know if I have one here that's new or open to show you. Hold on, I'm trying to get to a puzzle from them. Oh. This box. Let's see. Sorry, I have a unified pieces. What is a Flipsy bundle? Flipsy is the brand that like you can flip open the pieces. I think they just came out with a new launch. I think. I do vote. But unified pieces also comes with like the kickstand. I'm not sure if I sent this with the bundle because I was worried like this would break. But it's like this little like cardboard. Like it's really nice cardboard, and then it has like a kickstand to like have it upright. So if you didn't want to use the poster, you can use this, which is so cool. And it's like the only brand I've ever seen do something like that. I don't think I sent it with the traveling puzzles though. I might be wrong. I think I laminated the poster. I think that's what I did. But I love unified pieces. Oh, yay. Okay, cool. I couldn't remember. Those bundles were so much fun. They were a pain in the butt to put together. But I'm glad I get tagged with them like a few times a week. So it's always so fun to see everyone loving them because they're such good brands. Like it was Aurora, Unified Pieces, and Villager. Like those are my 3 favorite brands, and I'm so excited all of you loving it. So I'm glad that went well. I mean, I have enough of them to do another, but I think I might have to do it like Patreon only because those bundles sometimes can be, there's just a headache. So there's that. Bits and Pieces are so cozy. I love their puzzles sometimes. I do have to be in the mindset for their piece cut though, but they are very cozy puzzles. Which one did you have? Sorry, now it's just me and Stacy going back and forth. There was one bundle, I think it was bundle A or bundle 1 that it was a slow start. But I think it's moving fine now, but they had a lot of issues. And that was, of course, was the one that had like 40 people on it. But luckily it's moving now. Bundle 7, yeah. Yeah, for some reason that was much smaller. I think it was only like 11 people, which is great because then you can get it really fast. But there's so many good ones. I love the smaller brands. I'm rooting for them, you know? So like Measy from Unified Pieces. I just saw him at Nationals. He's such a cool guy. Oh, yeah. I also like when bundles are smaller piece counts. Like now I have to do this 1,000 piece that wasn't originally on my to-do list, but now I need to do it because then you send it out. I'm the worst person to get my bundles moved well. Oh, good. Yay. I'm the worst person when it comes to being the person in the traveling puzzle because I always am not expecting it and then it arrives and then I'm like, oh crap, and then I forget it. And then I usually do the puzzle really quickly, but I'm really awful at sending things out. So I'm the person that usually holds it up. But luckily, the past few times I've done it with the USA JPA, usually when I do it with the USA JPA, for some reason I'm the last person. I think it's because I live with Yvonne. The way they do it, it's usually like in order of like zip code. So I usually am the one who sends it back at the end. So it's been working out great because then I forget that I have it. Let's see. Sorry, a whole bunch of comments just came in. It's nice to get some small in one. Yeah, I like when it's like a group of piece count. And I think that's how I did it with all the bigger bundles. Like it was like 1,000 piece and then like 2 500s, which just makes it a lot more doable for most people. Well, I'm glad, Sue, that you're, oh, it says Sue's, enjoying our talk with me and Stacy. Oh, I hope you finish soon. Okay. I haven't seen the new images from Flipsy. Is it the Pirates one or is it something different? Oh, yay! An orange walrus in the face. I love Tiger of the North. Still one of my favorite puzzles. Oh, I loved it so much. It looks like when you see it, you're like, that is so much orange. but it ends up being so much fun, and it's way easier than I was expecting. Like when I first got it, I was like, And in general, I will say the first collection that Aurora had, I was nervous because there was just so many beautiful images, but they're tricky images. And I don't do well with busy, and a lot of her puzzles tend to be like busy and like geometric and different patterns. And that was the only one that I was like, oh, I could see me doing this. And then when I did, I was like, this is amazing. I want to do everything. And I still have four Aurora puzzles that I have not done yet that should be like, I want the gumball machine to choose this one. You know, this is the one out of all my puzzles right now that it has been staring at me on the shelf and I haven't gotten it yet. And I really want to do it, which is Starry Octopus. And then, sorry if I'm super small. Am I super small? I can't change it because my computer died. I can go get my plug, I guess. And then, oh, we have the Selkie. That one's cute. Looks crazy busy. Proud Puffin. And then Evangeline, which I've had for quite some time. So, you know, there's that. Just try them by giving them to my mom for holidays. That's a good idea. Oh, yeah. But she has some really good ones. And I just saw her newest collection that comes out in May, and I think it's my favorite collection so far. I'm not gonna lie. It's so good. So, I'm awful. I have to tell Brian and Susan, like, don't tell me secrets because I suck at keeping them. No, I'm full screen. Oh, good. Okay. Because on my end, I'm like this tiny little square in the corner. So that's good to know. Sorry, need water. I think I gave up on my 3D puzzle. I'll do it the rest tomorrow. But at least the people who are asking have an idea of how to put it together. I don't know where I'm going to put it afterwards. But then after this 3D puzzle, I'll only have one puzzle from my gumball picks from last time. And I can pick something different, which is just so exciting. I would love to get some new things from the gumball machine. I just want to get out of this project so that way I can buy puzzles. Like this conversation has not been, it just got me more excited to like get new things. Although I'm looking and I still have like plenty of puzzles to do. It just goes to show like everyone has so many different preferences. You know, someone might be really into those matte velvety pieces, and someone may think they're the worst thing on existence. And then someone might be a huge fan of random cut, and then nope, grid cut all the way. It's like everybody has their own preferences. So, you know, there's so many different options. Let me see. I think when you pick 5, it can be overwhelming. 5 brands. Oh, sorry, I just moved up. Oh, Peggy, we had a fab bundle. We had. I do like a matte glare, but mostly because I'm filming. And so glare. Oh, 5 gumballs. Yeah. I think when you pick 5, it can be a lot of fun. I liked having the 5 though, because then it gave me options, you know, but I think it's because the first time I picked 5, it was a good variety. You know, I had a couple 500 pieces, one really good 1,000 piece, a tricky one, you know, so I could have some little selection process versus when the last time I did it, I had all 1,000 piece puzzles, which just isn't usually in my schedule. So that was tricky because the issue I was also dealing with currently is like all the work puzzles are also 1,000 pieces. So there's no like moment to breathe, you know, and do a smaller piece count. It's like big puzzle, big puzzle, big puzzle, big puzzle. And I really miss having like a 500 piece break. So there's that. I mean, full on fun to get a random cut, but some people, yeah. You know what, I'm gonna be done with that jungle puzzle really soon. That's the last one I need to do from this bundle. And then I only have three of those puzzles left. So I've done over half of the Treacer collection, which it'll be great once it's done. But I don't want to do a video of it every time because it's a brand no one but people in Switzerland can get, because they no longer ship to the US. And I feel like I've talked about them in every month when I do these videos. So I'm kind of like over it. But I know once the project is done, it's going to be great. I just am I don't want to do content with them anymore. Okay. When you know you have 1,000, isn't that worse than randomly getting them? I don't know. Because also for me, you have to remember I have to film me doing the picking. So I don't want to have to set everything up to pick one and then do the puzzle versus just like picking 5 and then I can do the puzzles at my leisure. It just makes it easier for the picking side of it, because I'm filming it. And so that's why I like to pick them all at once. It just makes it easier for me logistically. So, but also I do like having at least a few options. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is other than I just am salty because I got 5 1,000-piece puzzles this time around. I think maybe next time I'll have a good selection, then I won't be too mad about it. But also I think maybe next time, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm still liking the Gumball Machine project. I think right now I was just overwhelmed with like work plus puzzles. It's a very, like, I feel like a very privileged issue to have. You know, I'm not really complaining. I'm just wishing I had more time to puzzle so I could do all the puzzles that are on my to-do list. You know, let's see. I like picking them too. I think there was one of the first like weekly videos, because right now since I had picked all 5, I was just like doing them and mixing in like work puzzles. But I do kind of like the video I had done earlier in the season where it's like I picked it and then I just went back to the Gumball Machine after doing the puzzle and then picked it and then did the puzzle, because then it was like more of a mystery as I did the video. So maybe I'll do that the next time I have to do the picking, because I only have one left, which is so great. But also the fear I have also is I still have 10 sabotages in there. So who did that? Let's see. No travel for a couple months will help you. Yes, no travel will be very helpful to get ahead of things. I'm hoping I can get to my large piece count. Maybe? Oh no. Ooh, no, I just had a thought. Maybe I'm being selfish about picking 5 at once. I don't know. I just had a crazy thought and I don't know if I want to say it out loud, but I will, because I Suck at Secrets is something that might be a good kick in the pants. And I could start planning it now because it's still early April. As last year, remember when I had done the Everyday May? My channel did really well that month. It was a lot of work, but it would be fun to do. You know, I would just need to make sure I have plenty of time to schedule things in advance, because that helped me out last time. I had like the first week and a half or so already ready, so that way I had like a little buffer of time. And I know a lot of people loved it. I don't know what, I'm not signing myself up for that. That was a thought that just all popped into my head and I'm saying it out loud. But again, it was also easier when I had hauls to have in videos or thrifting videos, or, you know, things that helped with the content that wasn't doing puzzles. So I don't know what my thought is on that, but maybe. Love the Gumbo inspired me to do something similar, but I only pull 1 a week. Put the puzzle name on the piece of paper, then put them in a jar. That's nice. I think the issue I'm having currently is a lot of puzzles that I want to do are in the Gumball Machine. And yeah, I could like roll the Gumball Machine, and if I pick it, I can just like remove it from the thing. But then I think it makes it messy when filming and editing. And then also I'll run out of quarters. I only have a few quarters left. Oh. I would. I think that if I did that, it would be a very exhausting month, but I definitely would be able to get through a lot of puzzles. And I feel like May, there's not much going on. I don't know. You ladies are making my mind spin. Yeah? He'll watch 20 minutes of the cats playing and no puzzle. Like, oh. I don't know about that one. Although her playing though is like all over the house. So she'd be in the frame, she'd be out of the frame, she'd be in the frame, she'd be out of the frame. Like she is a spazoid. What am I going to do with the quarters? I don't know. Right now they're stuck in the gumball machine. I can't figure out how to get them out. I think I have to like remove something that's inside it. So I can't like take off the top. I can't figure out how to get to the quarters. So for now, I'm saving money for that with them. And maybe eventually when this thing is done, I might buy like a fancy puzzle. Like maybe I'll save up for like a soonness puzzle. Or I don't know, another fancy brand that I don't usually spend my money on. Maybe then I can convince myself to buy it with the gumball machine. That might be something I do with like the Patreon group or something like that as like a vote of like, what should I use my quarters for? Because I would like to spend it on like something special, but I haven't been really like shopping for puzzles much. So I don't know what that would be. Before my like dream puzzle was that 4,800 piece puzzle from, I don't remember if it was Pinter or Piece of Relax, that brand. That was like my go-to puzzle. And then I was like, ooh, now I'll get the 7,000 piece puzzle. Well, I have the 7,000 piece puzzle. So I don't know what my next like dream puzzle is. So maybe I need to think of that. I'm not sure. It would be super fun on Black Friday when you have a lot of sales. You could get 1 to 2 fancy ones. I could, or thought if I was done by Puzzlepalooza, I can use my employee discount. That's something. Because then I can get it shipped to me, which is great. So maybe that's another idea. I'm forgetful, but do you do a big puzzle? I did the 2,000 piece Cobble Hill. It was, I don't have it up here, but it was the quilt one. That was 2,000 pieces. That's the first big one I did for this year. Yes. And all their big piece counts tend to be all together. So I'll be able to like see them in person, I don't know if it's going to be a big piece count. It might just be like an expensive brand that's like 1,000 pieces that I wouldn't normally go that bougie, So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel like there's a new soonest one that I was really into. That's the first brand that I think of. Like when I think of pricey, that's usually the brand I think of. Or maybe be like the new Villager collection or something like that, because I haven't bought any of them because of it on a no buy. So there's that. I don't know. We have some suggestions and some ideas, but I think at this point it's getting late and I should probably get going. It's been great talking to you ladies. You have my mind spinning on some ideas. We'll see on Everyday May. That might be something I have to do a lot of planning for. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It might just be like a daily, hey, this is what I'm doing type of video. We'll see. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. If you stuck around this long. Puzzle a day for May. Haha. There you go. Soonest, I'm going to tell you, they're magical when it comes to quality. They are very expensive. They do have sales quite often, or you can get like a bundle deal, but they can be pretty pricey. If you get it again on Puzzly site, you sometimes can get like a 20% off. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you all so much for being here, dealing with the tech issues. Eventually I'll finish this 3D house probably in the next couple days and I'll show it on some type of short or something like that. But thank you so much, guys. And there, I guess, more of you than just me, Stacy, and Peggy. So thanks for commenting. Goodbye. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye.